Today is the 24th of May 2024, a Friday evening. It's 11:18 p.m. and I just finished watching a series on YouTube. The name of this series is Just Us Girls, and I am stressed because the things happening in that movie is crazy. But anyways, if you feel like checking out something on YouTube, you should check this out. Just Us Girls on YouTube. This is the season 2. The season 1 is already done, so you can start from season 1 and then catch up to season 2. Most times, weekends are the hardest for me because it's like there is no work, there is nothing. It's just me, myself, and my bed. And those are the moments where I think of a lot of things, like the things about me that I refuse to think of during the week, or I use work to push down. They come rearing their ugly heads during the weekend, thereby intensifying whatever feeling the stuff I was pushing down was meant to make me feel right. One of those is like loneliness. Now, I don't want to feel lonely. I've never felt this kind of loneliness before. Let me explain. In this podcast, I've always said that being alone doesn't make me lonely, which is very true. Like, I can be alone, but that doesn't mean I'm lonely. Now, I don't know the dictionary definition of loneliness or what you would define loneliness as, but to me, loneliness is like feeling like you are not connected to anything, feeling like you're untethered, feeling like you're just floating in this life alone, like there is nobody that could easily understand what you are going through. There is nobody there to anchor your soul. There is nobody there to hold you together when you're about to fall apart, right? Now, I have those people in my life. I have people that could anchor me, or people that could hold my soul together, but they are out of reach, or I'm avoiding some of them. Okay, let me be serious. Oh, God of mercy. Now, I have people that could anchor my soul or hold me together when I'm falling apart. But the thing is that I'm trying to preserve myself. I'm trying to guard myself. I'm trying to shield myself. Because guess what? Love is painful. Because guess what again? People having had access to you, someone that anchors your soul, somebody that holds you together when you're about to fall apart, when they leave, you will fall apart the more. Your soul will just float aimlessly in the world, and you would wonder what the hell you're doing with your life. Let me explain it in the language you understand. So I have people that I could talk to, I could have conversations. Conversation is one of the biggest thing you could ever do for me. Like quality time. I like when people spend time with me. That's if like I don't have like things distracting me like work or stuff. When I'm just chilling, I like people spending time with me. I like phone calls, I like laughing, I like messages, I like all those things. I have those people in my life. But I've gone through one or two things. They're not a lot too. Just one or two things in my life that made me realize that a person that holds you together can just leave. Your heart will become shattered the most. Because number one, you didn't think that that person could leave. Number two, you didn't think that that person could break your heart. Number three, you didn't think that somebody that cared for you so much would all of a sudden decide to stop caring. I don't know where I'm going with this. I've always known this. I'm just coming to the realization that love is painful. Love is like that hot iron that sears your skin, that chars your skin when you're not careful. And that's the insane thing. How can you be careful with love? How can you protect yourself from somebody that your whole body, your whole heart, your whole mind wants? How do you protect yourself from that kind of thing? You know that this person, God, this person will feel like you are gone, you are finished. Like if this person make a wrong move, you are gone for. Well, guess what? You move. You continue to follow that person. And now it's not even about toxic relationships or healthy relationships. Like in its entirety, love is just like that. Even in healthy relationships, you guys can have the most healthiest of relationships, have the best communication. Like there are no red flags or red banners anywhere. There are flaws, of course you're human beings, but you are managing it well. Like they are not flaws that could, scatter the relationship. But the fact that love is there is like you've given the person power to do anything with you. So if that person decides that's in a healthy relationship or even a toxic one, whatever, that's if that person decides that they wake up one day, look you in the eyes and be like, that chemistry we used to feel before, I can't feel it anymore. And I feel like I want to move. Or I feel like I found somebody else that, makes me feel seen or heard, makes me feel better. I found somebody that makes it feel like this chemistry we have is basic. One day they can just decide to tell you that and you'll just watch your whole life crumble. You just watch your whole life fall apart because you allowed people to anchor you. You allowed people to love you. You built your life around somebody. How do you start to get your life together again? What does the future even look like? What does the present even look like? You feel physical pain. You feel like your heart is about to shrink in itself. You feel like your legs give way or your legs give away. They shake aimlessly. Tears are threatening to escape from your eyeballs. Your heart is beating faster. Your hands are shaking. You're holding your heart because it feels, it feels like it could just tear apart. And you beat yourself up for allowing love in. You beat yourself up for allowing that loneliness make you seek for people, make you allow people in, make you decide to always look forward to talking to this person or enjoying this person's company, always telling the person things about yourself, like personal things about yourself. You hate yourself. When you cry, your brain tells you, why are you crying? Stop being dramatic. Should be you that likes the person. Or you're just conjuring up emotions. Doesn't hurt that badly, but you can feel it. You can feel that hurt. You can, it hurts so badly. You still want to eat. You still want to eat all the food in the world. You still get hungry. But food becomes more pleasurable. It becomes like comfort. So it's not just to satisfy you, it's just to have something you take in, to just feel a void, darkness, appealing. It's just because of love. Now, it's not only romantic relationships. We have seen this happen with friends. We see it happen with family members. We see it happen with just trusting people. I'm going to say this again. As a human being, you have the power to hurt a person, especially when love and trust is in the mix. You have the power to hurt a person. I know, or maybe I don't know, but I always have this inkling that I might be hurting some people. People that love me or trust me, and I take their love for granted, or I take the trust they have for me for granted. I take the fact that they are trying to reach out to me for granted, I'm hurting them. And it's even like confirming the fact that you don't just treat people anyhow. Try to be considerate of the role you're playing in a person's life. Oh, you just decided to not answer their call or not communicate this or tell them this or insult them or take them for granted. You're hurting them. One thing that scares me about love is being taken for granted. He has to start off on the right foot, but within the line, down the line, the obsession is no longer there. That wanting to be in the person's life is no longer there. You just see the person as just another thing in your life. That's one thing that scares me with love. I don't want to get to a place in my relationship or friendship that the person just sees me as nothing, just something that they managed to get, something that walked into their life. So, the weekends are hard because of this loneliness I feel, because of the fact that I'm scared of allowing people into my personal space, because I know that once I allow them again, or even new people, I'll go through pain again. There is like topeists. There's a 50-50% chance that I'll go through pain again. And even in as much as sadness is sweet, that pain is exhausting. It crunches you. I don't think I want to do that again. I need to experience joy or happiness for once in my life. Love is also a risk you take, right? So what am I going to do? Even that series I just recommended to you, the way they were just breaking each other's heart in the movie, I'm just like, you guys are stressing me. You guys can't continue doing this to yourselves. Because it's like, they didn't mean to hurt the person. It's after they realize that, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. But well, we have already done it, and the other person is now crying, is now tearing themselves apart, is now wondering why the hell they even met you. Recently, I've been reading a lot of romantic books. Adesua Omanwokedi, I've been reading her books since this week. And I can't tell you the amount of times I've blushed or had wild imaginations about what a romantic or love life would look like for me. I can't tell you the joy I felt reading these books. I can't tell you the hope I felt reading this book. I felt more hopeful than I have in a very long time. Adesua Omanwokedi has made me believe in how love could change a person's life, more so in the positive aspect, because the negative aspect I already know a lot. A lot. So before I entered university, I read one of her books on World Reader, and that's still one of my best romantic books of all time. Do you know what the book is? You Used to Love Me. God damn it. I've read that book for like 3 times. I think that's the highest book I've read. Once I've read a book, I don't go back to it, except it is very good. And for me to have read this book 3 times, it is really good. To me, my personal opinion. That book, I've always based what love would look like for me with that book, right? And now reading more of her books is like, oh God, oh my God. Yeah, I know it's fiction and whatever, but it happens in real life. It's just that we don't hear those things. Negativity always like usurps the positive, which is like very wrong. No, there are people having great romantic relationships, great friendships, great family relationships, you know. So in as much as I know that love hurts, love could hurt you, love is painful, love could leave you wanting to be dead, I still want to kind of like take that risk, you know. I still want to take that risk, because what if I fly, baby? What if I win? What if that's the best investment I would ever make in my life? Oh, just what if? And if tomorrow I let love in and I get broken again, I become hurt again, the pain is crazy. I don't know what I will do next. But I hope that I remember that I was strong enough to love a person, to love people, to let my guard down, to allow people into my life, even when I've been broken before. I feel like love to me means respect, means not having to think or try to force a situation or force what could just naturally be. I feel like when I find myself forcing myself to want to be with a person, then that love is bound to turn into chaos very soon. Like forcing a conversation, trying to think of what you guys will say in the conversation. Those things are normal though, like trying to think of what you say in the conversation. But I feel like when it just happens naturally, when it flows, when like the situation between you and the person flows easily, it's like love, right? Anyways, if you're like me and you're lonely, I still believe that being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. I believe so much. So that I'm alone doesn't mean that I'm lonely. But when I'm lonely, I am alone. Do I need to explain that for you? Lonely equals feeling alone. So you can be lonely and alone. But most times, you can be alone and feel like you're having the best time of your life. And I've had those like a lot of times. I've had those just recently. I've just been feeling that, especially during the weekends, just that loneliness of having family around, having friends you could talk to, having people that you could just have like deep, soul-searching conversations with, people you could laugh, talk to, hang out with. I haven't said this before, but I don't know yet, but I think I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I'm a lover girl, so love would always win for me. Love would always win for me. So even in the dark times, even in the muddy times, I'll still always hope to choose love, right? In every situation. So I know how love could impact a person's life, how love could shatter a person. But I also believe that love could be something enjoyable, something peaceful, something calm, something that boosts you. Basically does the opposite of its negative aspects. It's only negative when the person that's showering you the love leaves. There is no lesson here, right? There is no lesson. It's just the truth. Love is the good thing, and love is this, I won't say bad, but it's this thing that could also destroy you. So to you listening, I don't know what you're feeling right now. Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling like nobody's anchoring your soul, nobody's holding you together, nobody's watering your soul, nobody's filling those spaces in your heart, in your spirit? I hope one day you have the courage to look around and see that there are people that want you to let them into your life. They are the people that constantly call you to ask of your day, but you feel like they are disturbing you. They're the people that chat you up endlessly to check up on you, but you don't really rate them like that. They are people that make you laugh. They're just everywhere. But because you're scared of committing, or they don't look like somebody you used to like, or somebody you would like, you blow them away. You don't rate them, you take them for granted. I hope you see that love is around you. You just have to steadily, slowly with awareness. See it and just allow it take you to a place that is great. I mean, this could be an advice to me too, because yes, I'm lonely, but do I have people that would want to talk to me like right now? Of course, yes. Do I want to talk to them? I don't know. Do I want to gamble? Do I want to do that? I don't know. Why? Because they don't look like the people that I used to talk to before. Try to stop playing, because you don't think the conversation will be good or whatever will be good, but they are always there. Like, they are always there. They are always chatting up. They're always calling you. They're not strangers. They're not your closest friends, but they're around. I will learn my lesson one day. And I hope I don't learn it in a hard way, though. Because every time I tell Jesus, I am so lonely, and he'll be like, somebody just called you right now. I'm like, yeah, I know somebody just called me right now. I know somebody just texted me. I know I just feel speaking to somebody, but it doesn't quite feel like how it used to be with other people I've talked to before. But I was like, shut up. Just shut up. It's not always look like what we want, but is it there? Yes, it is. Love is always there. And I hope you see it. Now, I don't know whether this episode would ever come out, because I don't know why. I don't know whether it will ever come out, but if it comes out, oh well. I'm happy you listened to it, right? I'm happy you're here. And I'm fine. Please, I am fine. I am very, very okay. I just felt like somebody needed to hear this, because it's crazy. Things happening in our world is crazy. But you're not alone, though. We are in this together, just maybe in different ways. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to you for listening. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to people that always reach out to me. And if you reach out to me and I've been shitty to you, I am so sorry. I just hope to be better. I will always be better. I hope to reciprocate that love, and I pray I don't take you for granted anymore. I love you, okay? Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for making me know you care. Yeah. Bye.